The legend of the disappearing town. Welcome back to the chilling current, where the stories don't just scare you. They make you question what's real. Tonight's tale is about a town. A place that existed, people lived there, worked there, raised families there. And then one day, it didn't. No ruins, no records, no survivors. Just a legend. A legend that says the town didn't die. It was taken. I first heard about the town from my uncle, a truck driver who swore he'd seen things on the road that don't belong to this world. He told me about a place called Ashgrove, a small town in the mountains. Population around 300. A gas station, a diner, a school, a church. Nothing special, except for one thing. It only appears on certain maps. Old maps, hand-drawn maps, maps printed before 1972. On modern maps, the area is just forest. Empty, untouched. I thought he was messing with me, until he handed me a faded road atlas from 1969. And there it was. Ashgrove, clear as day. But when I checked the same coordinates on my phone, nothing, just a blank stretch of highway. Curiosity is a dangerous thing. So of course, I went looking for it. I followed the old map exactly. Every turn, every mile marker. The deeper I drove into the mountains, the quieter everything became. No cars, no birds, not even wind, just silence. Then I saw it. A sign, weathered, crooked, barely readable. Welcome to Ashgrove. My heart dropped, because the sign wasn't old. It wasn't rusted. It wasn't decayed. It looked new, like someone had put it there yesterday. I drove in slowly. The streets were empty. The houses were intact, not abandoned, not ruined, just still. Like everyone had stepped inside for a moment and never came back out. A swing in a yard moved slightly, even though the air was dead still. A porch light flickered on as I passed. A dog bowl sat full on a doorstep. Everything looked lived in, but no one was there. I parked near the diner and got out. The bell above the door jingled when I pushed it open. Inside, plates of food sat on tables. Coffee cups half full. A jukebox humming softly, stuck on the same note. It felt like the whole town had vanished mid-breath. I whispered hello, and that's when I heard it. A voice behind me. "You're not supposed to be here." I spun around. A man stood in the doorway. Tall, thin, wearing clothes that looked wrong. Old-fashioned, but not in a vintage way, more like they were borrowed from a memory. His eyes were dark. Not black, just empty. Like he wasn't looking at me, but through me. I stammered, I'm just passing through. He shook his head slowly. No one passes through Ashgrove. I backed away. What happened here? He didn't blink. The town made a deal. A long time ago. A deal to survive the winter. A deal to keep the crops alive. A deal to keep the children safe. He stepped closer. But deals have terms. And terms must be honored. I swallowed hard. What were the terms? He smiled. A slow, unnatural smile. We stay. Forever. I ran out of the diner. The sky had changed. Darkened. Thickened. The houses looked different now. Older, rotting, collapsing in on themselves. Like they'd aged 100 years in minutes. I sprinted to my car. But the road I came in on was gone. Just trees. Dense, twisted, blocking every exit. I heard footsteps behind me. Slow, dragging. I turned. The man from the diner was standing in the middle of the street. But now, there were others. Dozens. Men, women, children. All staring. All silent. All wrong. Their skin was pale. Their eyes hollow. Their bodies stiff, like they were being held up by invisible strings. The man spoke again. You saw us. That means you belong to us. I shook my head. No, I'm leaving. He tilted his head. You can't leave a place that doesn't exist. I don't remember how I got out. One moment they were closing in. The next, I was waking up in my car on the side of the highway, miles away. My phone was dead. My watch was broken. And the old map was gone. I drove home in silence. When I checked the coordinates again, Ash Grove wasn't there. Not on any map. Not even the old ones. It was like the town erased itself completely. But that night, I found something on my passenger seat. A diner receipt, dated 1968, with a handwritten note. You were here. You will return. Some towns fade away. Some get abandoned. Some get forgotten. But Ash Grove chooses when it wants to be found. And if you ever see a road sign that shouldn't exist, don't follow it. Because some places don't disappear. They wait. This has been the Chilling Current. And remember, not every town wants you to leave.